Hello everyone, this is Husker Eurocat, welcoming you back to the Cleveland Browns franchise, and today's coverage of our game from Landover, Maryland. The Cleveland Browns take on the Washington Redskins from FedEx Field. The Browns, 3-0, are looking to stay on top of the AFC North. The Redskins have the ball first, and at their own 14-yard line, Kirk Cousins hands off to Pierre Thomas for a gain to the 19. 2nd and 5 now. Cousins is back to pass and runs, getting a first down. Now from the 25-yard line, Cousins goes up top, long to Deshaun Jackson. 10-5, touchdown Redskins. If we take a look at the replay, that's a simple streak up the right side, and Deshaun Jackson catches it inside the 40, and leaving Joe Hayden in his dust, makes it to the end zone for a touchdown. The Browns start out in the hole, 7-0. Stafford goes back to pass, rolls out of the pocket, and completes it to Benjamin for a first down. On 1st and 10 from their own 39, Johnson gets over the 40 to the 45. 2nd and 4 now. Stafford hands off to Johnson, and he runs around the left side, getting the first down in Redskin territory. Now, on 1st and 10, Stafford rolls out of the pocket again, and Barnage drops the ball at the 40-yard line. 3rd and 10, Stafford going back to pass, and goes long and incomplete, intended for Andrew Hawkins. The Redskins have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, and Pierre Thomas is caught in the backfield at the 18. 2nd and 12. Pierre Thomas around the left side, outside the numbers, and is over the 35 to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins throws complete to Pierre Garçon for another first down at the 46. Cousins hands off to his fullback, Young, and he gets 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Cousins back to pass, and it's complete to Grant and out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Redskins. Cousins back to pass again, and complete to Grant inside the 20. At the 16-yard line. 2nd and 1. Hand off to Pierre Thomas, and he's inside the 10-yard line for another first down. This time 1st and goal. Young is inside the 5-yard line. And from the 2-yard line, it's Pierre Thomas in the Wildcat, and he throws to Deshaun Jackson. Touchdown Redskins. Taking a look at the replay on this, Pierre Garçon fakes like he's going to run to the right and then throws very easily over the middle to Deshaun Jackson in the end zone on a slant pattern. That now puts the Browns in a 14-point hole. 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Barnage, oh no, he drops the football. 2nd and 10 now. Stafford throws complete to Josh Gordon outside the 30 to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Stafford rolls out of the pocket, and he runs for the first down and dives, and he makes it. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line, and Matt Stafford is sacked. 2nd and 15 now. Stafford back to pass again, and goes long for Josh Gordon inside the 30-yard line of the Redskins. Now from the 26, Johnson gets 9 yards on that carry. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter with your score 14-0 Redskins. They gave Duke Johnson a favorable mark, so it's 1st and 10 at the 16, and Johnson gets the ball again, and he's to the 11-yard line, 2nd and 5. Stafford hands off to Johnson again, going right side, and he fumbled the football. It's picked up by Bouchard Breland, and he has one man to beat, and he's got him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Redskins. There will be a booth review on this fumble, but it looked to me like Johnson was in midair when he lost the football. You can see here Breland coming in, and with the big hit, dislodges the football, and he picks up his own forced fumble. But how are the officials in the booth going to call it? And the play stands. So it's 21-0 on 2nd and 10. Stafford goes back to pass, and Barnage drops it again. Now on the Browns sideline, let's go to Eurocat Baby.
The Browns have a look of disbelief on their faces. They can't believe that long fumble return. But more of a concern is the defense's ability to stop the Redskins' offense. They know there is a lot of time left, but a 21-point lead is hard to dig out of.
Thank you for that report. Deer in the headlight look is what I was looking for. Now on 3rd and 10 from the shotgun, Stafford goes back to pass and is sacked by Perry Riley. Now the Redskins have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Cousins hands off to Pierre Thomas, and he gets a 1st down. So now at the 45-yard line, Cousins goes back to pass, has plenty of time, throws it long and complete to Pierre Garçon inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The pitch is back to Pierre Thomas, and he gets 9 yards on the carry. 3rd and 1. Cousins pitches back to Noshan Marino, and it's a touchdown Redskins. And the route is officially on. It's now 28-0. 1st and 10 for the Browns. Stafford goes back to pass, and it's complete to Gabriel, running down the left side. 10-5, touchdown Browns. Looking at the replay on this, we see Matt Stafford throws a perfect pass, finding the mismatch of Gabriel being covered by Trent Murphy. And 9 times out of 10, that is going to be a touchdown. Now with the score 28-7, the Redskins have it at their own 21. Cousins goes back to pass, and it's complete to Deshaun Jackson. 2nd and inches now. Cousins hands off to Pierre Thomas, and he gets a nice gain to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Hand off to Thomas again, and he has a 15-yard gain on this one. Now on 2nd and 6. Cousins goes back to pass, and it's complete to Garçon to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. Cousins back to pass, completes it over the middle to Jordan Reed. Now on 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line. Cousins throws to the end zone, and it's knocked away by Joe Hayden. 3rd and 10. Cousins back to pass again and completes it to Pierre Garçon. 4th down. And finally, a ray of hope That brings on the field goal team, and Dustin Hopkins drills a 28-yard field goal through the uprights. 1st and 10. Stafford's back to pass, rolls left, and hits Johnson for a first down to the 38. So now it's 1st and 10 for the Browns. Stafford back to pass again, goes long and complete to Taylor Gabriel. Touchdown, Browns. And on the replay, you see Stafford using his rocket arm and Taylor Gabriel outrunning the field. And he's to the 10-5, touchdown, Browns. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning with your score 31-14 in favor of the Redskins. 1st and 10 now. At the 25-yard line, Cousins goes back to pass, and it's complete to Jamison Crowder, out of bounds. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line, complete to Jackson at the 31 of the Browns. 1st and 10. Cousins goes back to pass, and it's complete to Garcon inside the 15-yard line. Now on 2nd and 5. Noshawn Marino to the 6. 3rd and 2 now. Cousins hands off to Pierre Thomas, and he gets a first down. 2nd and goal from the 3. Cousins is caught in the backfield by Danny Shelton. 3rd and goal from the 6. Cousins throws incomplete, knocked away by Joe Hayden. So Dustin Hopkins comes on for a 23-yard field goal, boots it through, and that is your halftime score, 34-14. This is an ugly one, folks. The Redskins are dominating the Browns, to say the least. Over 100 yards more offense, over double the first downs, and the Browns are being pushed around like a high school team. They're just not able to establish anything good on either side of the line of scrimmage. Some may say that they were looking past the Redskins, thinking this was an easy win, but not so. The Browns are going to have to make some big changes here at the half to compensate for that. Welcome back to FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, for second half coverage of our game between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. Now for a halftime coach report, let's go to Eurocat, baby.
Coach Bettini told me that they have to start blocking better on offense to create some holes for Duke Johnson to run through, and time for Matt Stafford to find his open receivers. He also said that the defense needs to create some turnovers at this point in the game. Coach Gruden said the Redskins just need to keep focused and continue to execute the plays that are called.
Thank you for that report, and I agree. The Browns are going to have to do something spectacular to come out of this one. The Browns have the ball to start the second half, and at the 14-yard line, Stafford play fakes and is sacked at the 12-yard line. 3rd and 13. Stafford goes back to pass and is sacked inside the 5 by Ryan Kerrigan. Matt Stafford gets up shaking his head, wondering what is happening to his Browns. So after a Browns punt, the Washington Redskins set up shop at the 49. Cousins fires complete to Garcon at the 45. 2nd and 4. Cousins goes back to pass, and it's complete to Grant over the middle, and a nice gain after the catch inside the 25 to the 22. After a play fake, Cousins throws complete to Garcon inside the 15. 2nd and inches now. Cousins back to pass again, throws, and it's intercepted by Paul Kruger. but they're unable to do anything with it. So fast forward to 3rd and 5, and it's complete to Jamison Crowder inside the 40 at the 37. Pierre Thomas gets the call, and he's inside the 30-yard line. 3rd down conversion now. 3 yards left to go. Cousins goes back, and it's complete to the 21. Now on 3rd and 7, again, give us to Marino, and he gets the 1st down. So at the 11-yard line, Pierre Thomas is in the Wildcat again and throws complete inside the 5 to Pierre Garçon. That brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter, 34-14. Now the Redskins have it on the 2-yard line, and it's a touchdown. Pierre Thomas gets the call, and it's an easy stand-up touchdown. He even gives the ball to Ryan Grant and lets him spike the football. What a game for the Redskins. 41-14. Stafford gives to Johnson, running over the right side, and he gets to the 45, but this one is coming back. Joel Bitonio is called for holding. 3rd and 16 now. Stafford throws incomplete, and the Browns have to punt. 1st and 10 for the Redskins at the 26-yard line. Young gets to the 30. 3rd down conversion here. 4 yards to go. Cousins rolls to his right and completes it to Crowder, and he gets past the 45 to the 48-yard line. Now 2nd and 10. The pitch is to Thomas, and he's tackled in the backfield. 3rd and 12 now. Cousins hands off to Marino, and he is tackled in the backfield, and the Redskins have to punt. So on 1st and 10, Stafford rolls out to his right and hits Benjamin for a 1st down out of bounds. Now let's hear from Eurocat Baby on the Browns side of the field.
The Browns are commenting that they feel like everything they try is just not working. They know they need a lot of points fast, but whether it's Matt Stafford throwing off-target passes or the receivers dropping passes, they need to find a way to control that. They're very concerned that the defense has not been able to create any turnovers.
Thank you for that report. And they need a lot of points fast is an understatement. They almost need a small miracle to climb back out of this one. Now on 1st and 10 from their own 34. They give us to Johnson around the left side, and he has enough for the 1st down. So now 2nd and 7. Stafford passes up the seam and gets Josh Gordon at the 39-yard line. Stafford now hands off to Johnson, and he fumbles the football, picked up by Murphy. There will be a booth review on this, but it looked pretty clear to me that Johnson got hit really hard and lost the football. The Redskins weren't able to do anything with it, so it's 1st and 10 for the Browns again. Stafford back to pass, and he hooks up with Gordon, tackled at the 36. 2nd and 10 now. Stafford goes back to pass and rolls to his right and misses his intended target. That's just the way this day is gone for the Browns. Stafford throws again, and Josh Gordon drops the football. 4th and 10. Stafford is sacked back at the 43. So the Redskins take over 1st and 10. Pierre gets a few. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. With your score 41-14, Redskins. On 2nd and 6, Cousins goes back to pass, and it's complete to Garcon. 2nd and 7 now. And the give is to Pierre Thomas for a 1st down, and that will do it for our ball game. 41-14, Washington on top, and the Cleveland Browns fall to 3-1. This is a game that the Browns will have to forget about very quickly. The Browns allowed 503 yards of offense on 23 first downs with 6 trips to the red zone for the Redskins, with only 1 of their own. I'm trying to think of something positive that came out of this game for the Browns, and the only thing I see is that Matthew Stafford didn't throw any interceptions. I know that isn't much, but the Browns looked terrible in this game. And if you look down at the bottom of the game stats, you'll see that the time of possession belonged to the Redskins over a 2-to-1 ratio. Looking at the individual stats, this was not a good day for anybody on the Cleveland Browns roster. Although Matt Stafford didn't throw any interceptions, he couldn't find some of his receivers, and they were also dropping passes. And that didn't say anything about the fumbles that Duke Johnson had. Hanging on to the football has become a serious issue. Look down there at Gary Barnage's numbers. 0 receptions, 0 yards, and 3 drops. When's the last time that you've seen that? On the defensive side of the ball, the only bright spot was Paul Kruger's interception. The only problem is the offense couldn't do anything with it. It's time to put this game behind them and look forward to our next contest, which will be the toughest one on the schedule, that being the New England Patriots. The only redeeming factor is that the Browns have this game at home in First Energy Stadium. The Patriots bring in the #1 pass offense in the league, and it's not hard to understand why they're projected to go to the Super Bowl, especially having players like Tom Brady, the power of Steven Jackson, receivers Calvin Johnson, Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola, and even Brandon LaFell in the slot, having success because of his size. Then comes Rob Gronkowski, tight end extraordinaire. And on the defensive side of the ball, life doesn't get any easier for the Browns. With Jabal Sheard, running stopping defensive tackle Broderick Bunkley, middle linebacker Jamie Collins, right outside linebacker Dante Hightower, Browns' only success may come against the Patriots' secondary if the offensive line can keep the rush under control. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you would like to be notified when there is a new one, subscribe by clicking on my icon at the end of the video. Thank you for joining us for today's coverage of the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. And until we see you back in First Energy Stadium for Eurocat Baby, this is Husker Eurocat saying goodbye and have a good day.